Be ready 5 seconds. Start. Actus reus refers to the act or omission that comprise the physical elements of a crime. Alternately, the actus reus requirement can also be satisfied by an omission. This is true only when the individual had a duty to act and failed to act. Criminal law classically describes offences as being composed of mens rea and the actus reus. The mens rea is the guilty mind and the actus reus is the guilty act. It is not a crime merely to think guilty thoughts. Guilty thoughts must be linked to an act. An act which is not the result of a guilty mind is not a crime. Some offences may be committed in the absence of a guilty mind, but such crimes are very much the exception and they are rarely serious. Mens rea and actus reus are elements of criminal activity. For example, let us consider your hypothetical relative Nisha. She has instigated a number of fights with several other women in the last few months. Some of her behavior could be explained by her being under a lot of stress due to not being able to get her dream job. One day, she saw another woman at the grocery store that she did not like. They had both been dating the same man at one point, and Nisha had been hoping to teach the other woman a lesson for a long time. The lesson was to stay away from any man Nisha had an interest in. There was a broom nearby and Nisha took it. She walked up behind the woman and began to beat her with the broom. She purposely attacked the other woman as this was her intention, and by hitting her repeatedly with the broom was her action. It is pretty likely that Nisha will face charges for committing a crime because both mens rea and actus reus were involved. Mens rea is the intent a person has behind committing a crime. Typically, there has to be intent behind the crime, but this is not required in every situation. For example, if a person has committed a crime which is a strict liability crime, then the criminal intent element does not have to exist. Actus reus is the action the person takes to perform the criminal act. This is the physical action behind the crime. Nisha may blame her actions on her own temper, but the nature of her crimes tends to make most of us believe that she is probably the one to blame. Stop.